Start the walk through the new Darling Square area of Darling Harbour. Completely different, and it really is beautiful. And at night, there's lots going on. A lovely temperature so far, and what a fabulous area just to come and chill and sit under the trees here when the sun shines out. And certainly at night, this place is absolutely bustling. Continue this lovely walk now up to Darling Harbour, which is going to be this way. Well, can you believe it? There is a few spots of rain, as you can see in the water there. It's really, really weird though, because it's hitting the water, but can't really feel it too much. It's raining, but it's kind of not raining. And we're only at 7:06 a.m, so we're doing really well. We're out and about early this morning. Right, just show you around a little bit. So over here, we've got Barangaroo. And just check out the Western Hotel right over there, and the IMAX. And right ahead of me here is the Sydney Eye, which is where we were yesterday. Just love looking across at Cockle Bay. And every Saturday, last Saturday of the month, they do fireworks here at Darling Harbour. We've got a really nice position and a shot for you here. IMAX, the building site of what's going to be luxury, can't get my words out, luxury Mirvac waterfront residences and penthouses. And we've got the Ibis Hotel right there. And look at the Sydney Eye. Can't believe we were up there yesterday, and it was a absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. But today, still nice, still pleasantly warm. Interesting fact there, the sea wall was built along the western shore of Darling Harbour between 1874 and 1885. Some of those sandstone blocks used in the wall's construction are estimated to weigh about 3 tons. That's incredible, isn't it? And right behind me here, to let ships into Darling Harbour. And just look at the water, it's so still, it's like a mirror. You could just stand here all day looking at that view. There's so much to do here in Sydney. This is the Australian National Maritime Museum. Did you know the first brick on this bridge was laid in 1899? And now we're going to head across Piedmont Bridge. It's absolutely nuts here in the morning with all the bikes to and from in, heading into the city for work. Now time just to chill, relax and take in the view. That's a really good shot of the city. A Centrepoint AMP tower just popping up the other side of the buildings there. Let's just check out the view again of the building works going on at Harbourside. Had some really good memories at Harbourside. Used to be a nice little cafe that we used to go to there and eat at many, many times. And just check out how the skyline is changing. Looking towards North Sydney there. You've got yourself more attractions across there. Sydney Wildlife World, we did go there a couple of years ago. Did a video on that one. Madame Tussauds and Sea Life Aquarium. And then you've got the ferries there at Barangaroo. I always enjoy this walk with the rush of everyone heading to work. We've got the traffic over there on the right hand side. And we're going to head up Market Street to Hyde Park, and we're going to have a quick look at the Queen Victoria building. Who remembers this? What used to be the monorail station at the entrance to Darling Harbour all them years and years ago. Let's look at that, 1902. The Shelbourne Hotel, looks stunning. Right next door to the massive buildings here in the city. And you know what? If you've been here before, you'll realise how steep it is walking up Market Street. Men's haircut there for $18, which I suppose is not too bad in the city. Look at all these poor people heading to work while we are on vacation or holiday here in Australia. Just coming to York Street and Market, and right in front of us is the QV2 building, Queen Victoria. It's a fabulous place. Let's show you inside. A great shot there of the Sydney Eye, or mostly known to me as the AMP Centre Point Tower. Let's take you into the Queen Victoria building. There's normally a flood of people walking through here, mostly holding the coffees on the way to work. And here we are at the level of the Queen Victoria building. Look at the shops. Absolutely beautiful. And then the view over on the balcony here, you've got some of the First Fleet with this fabulous clock. Wow, what a view, love it. So many shops in here, and it's still only 5 to 8, so it's going to get a lot busier. And Australia is getting ready for Easter. Captain Cook first landed on these lands here in Sydney 1770. You know, the Second Fleet landed in 1790. And if you like window shopping, look at these shops here, stunning. Beautiful handbags. The smell of coffee, fabulous. Look at that for the window glass up there. Beautiful. The architecture here in the Queen Victoria building, simply stunning. This is the Queen's letter placed on public viewing Tuesday 18 November 1986. And it says, "Greetings on a suitable day to be selected by you in the year 2085 AD. Would you please open this envelope and convey it to the citizens of Sydney? My message to them, Queen Elizabeth." And this is a memorial that's dedicated to the 96 Australians who've won the Victoria Cross. And as you can see there, for Valo. So give this place a couple of hours and it will be very, very busy on all levels. And I think this is a good place to have a look over the balcony and relax and enjoy. Look at the carpet. I really like the carpet in the Queen Victoria building as well. We're now going to head down in one of the old lifts down to the bottom level. Come on with us. And look at all these people waiting for the coffee to go through the day. And the smell of coffee and cakes. It smells amazing. Arrived at George Street, which is home to the light rail, heading all through the city. And we've got a light rail train heading up right now. On Elizabeth Street now, St James's Station. And we're going to head across to Hyde Park. Very, very busy road. Who remembers George Street when it was this busy? Just buses after buses. Real nice shot there with the fountain and the church behind. And normally we've got blue sky when we always sit down here and looking up at the Centre Point Tower. So this is the Archibald Memorial Fountain, gifted to the citizens of Sydney by the late J. Archibald, 14th of March 1932. Look at the ibis enjoying their morning breakfast. You'll find ibis all over Sydney and Australia. And St Mary's Church, look at that, wow. I'm just checking the marigolds out, look at them. I wish they'd grow like that in the UK. Glenn's enjoying his filming again in Sydney today, and look at that, we're getting blue skies coming. It's going to be a fab day. I'm now arriving at the Domain, the Botanic Gardens of Sydney. Stunning flowers. Love the old trees here. Wonder how many hundreds and hundreds of years old they are. They're absolutely massive. I read that this spot marks the position of Anzac Buffet. During the years of 1916 to 1920, 82,000 soldiers and sailors were officially welcomed back on their return from the Great War. Well, it's turning out to be a beautiful day. Lots of memories of walking down this path as we head towards Harry's Pies. The trees are just, I keep saying it, they're massive. Absolutely massive. I'm going to say it again. It's a beautiful morning here in New South Wales. Arrived in Woolmaroo. And we're almost at Harry's Pies. Right then, we've waited a year to come back to Harry's Pies here in Woolmaroo, Sydney, and I'm going to have a beef pie.
And I've got a beef pie with chili con carne on it.
And this should be amazing. And here we go. It's hot. Mmm. Make sure you come down to Harry's Pies. This is where all the film stars There's lots of pictures up on the walls, we'll show you in a bit. So let's check it out. So originally located under the awning of the Old Finger Wharf at the bottom of Weil Street towards the bridge. And look at all the different people up here. Amazing. All the celebrities. I love the painting here. All the old pictures. Look at Elton John. He held a press conference in 1986 here at Harry's. Elton John changed his tune about clothes. So Elton John has also been here to Harry's Cafe de Wheel. These are all the different stars that have been here.
Takie właśnie. Teraz uważam, że Zdzisio i Marysia powinni to otworzyć.
Here we got Jason Biggs, American Pie. Don't know all these different people. Harry Tiger Edwards, American Chopper, Richard Branson. So many stars that have been here. Just check that. Get that one, Cafe de Wheels. Looks wonderful. Imagine being here, an actual film star, eating here at Harry's. Right, we're going to continue our walk through Bay Hotel, and beautiful hotel here to actually stay at, right by the harbour. And if we wander back this way, King's Cross over there, but look at this view, the Bells Hotel, Sydney AMP Tower, Centrepoint Tower, or the Sydney Eye, and the wonderful city of Sydney. So I think you can see why we love doing this walk every time we come to Sydney. Right then, if we win the lottery, buy one of these places, looking out over the harbour, and then probably get myself a yacht or something. Maybe I'm just dreaming, but dreams do come true, remember that. Lovely walk, and a lot of art and statues, and check this little girl out. This is called Art Park. You can scan the QR codes at the bottom to find out more about all the different sculptures. Imagine the cost of all these boats. Millions and millions of dollars. And again, let me show you these beautiful homes right on the quayside. Well, it's getting really warm now. It certainly is a beautiful walk along the harbour. And we're coming up to Mum's favourite steps. Now, if it wasn't early hours of the morning, I would have rang her. But if you want to check out Mum's memories of Sydney, Australia, she'll tell you all about the steps. Just look at the rock formations there. Fabulous. Yeah, and here's Mum's favourite steps. She's walked up there quite a few times. Right, let's head up Mum's steps. Right, okay. We are heading up. Yeah, they are really, really tricky. And just check out them. They are pretty tall steps, aren't they? You don't really want to put your hands down there because of the funnel webs. And so this is Mrs. Macquarie's bushwalk, and it'll take us all the way along the harbour front to Mrs. Macquarie's chair. So this is Centipede Rock. In 1846, a group of 8 Aboriginal people were recorded as camping in the outer domain near Centipede Rock. And it's long. Centipede Rock is long disappeared from Woolmaroo's landscape, possibly located where the Art Gallery of New South Wales now stands. So Boy Charlton Pool is still being renovated, and they're doing critical extensive works to ensure it can be enjoyed and continue to be enjoyed. Wow, it's completely empty. Never ever seen it like that before. You can actually see how deep the pool is, this end now. So this is the still here. Harry's Pies was that way, and we're going to continue now walking along this spectacular harbour front. I keep saying it, it is absolutely beautiful in Sydney today, and I hope you're enjoying the videos that we're bringing you from our land down under. Just check out these rocks, they're just absolutely wonderful. So what I'm trying to do is just bring you lots of different footage and information so you can enjoy it as much as me and Glenn are being here in Sydney. And one of the most deadliest things in Australia is the blue ring octopus. Well, I guess you could probably find one, probably in the rock pool somewhere down here. We've now reached Mrs. Macquarie's chair. And yeah, this is a good selfie spot. A lot of people come to get the pictures there. Check out the trees, wow. Yeah, a lot of tourists come there. Now, look at this. We have reached, got to be my favourite spot to be here in Sydney. Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, the big ship, and these wonderful rocks. Right, I'm going to share with you guys some information and interesting facts about Australia. It's the fastest moving landmass on Earth. It shifts a staggering 7 centimetres north every year. And over the past 2 decades, the continent has drifted approximately 1.5 metres. And to maintain accurate GPS systems, Australia updated its coordinates by 1.8 metres in 2017. And as a result, the tectonic drift has been far-reaching global navigation, mapping and infrastructure to cause lots and lots of problems. So since we were here last year, it's gone a further 7 inches. How incredible is that? And if you didn't know, you know now. Looks like we've got a wedding. What a cracking way to have a wedding photo there, eh? And as we turn the corner, look at that. If you're watching again, remember when we were out here in Australia, pouring down the rain, we sheltered in that little amazing cave and looking out at that fabulous view. If you're watching, give me a big thumbs up, and of course drop me some comments. Cool as this, we have actually got our favourite seat. We spent a lot of times looking out at the wonderful view that you can see right there. Look at that. So we're now going to sit here and chill, have a drink, and enjoy. Show this year as Guys and Dolls. I guess it's actually starting to close up now for the winter. Very New York based by the looks of it. There's a big one-way sign there, some New York City cabs. Yeah, the stages I thought looked like a New York City taxi. Must be an amazing show. Now arrived at the Royal Botanical Gardens. And we've still got a stunning view of the city. And look at the Opera House now with the bridge directly behind. Love being in the Botanical Gardens. And right in front of us is the Queensland bottle tree. Right, the Queensland bottle tree. So it says it's found in drier rainforest, can't get my words out, southeast Queensland. The trunks of this species are bottle-shaped and can reach 2 meters in diameter. The trunks have been a valuable water source for Aboriginal people, and the starchy roots and seeds can also be eaten. So very, very amazing tree, and for the Aborigines, got to be a life source for them. And if you want to see fabulous plant life, come to the Botanical Gardens in Sydney. Look at that. Stunning. I really like the purple coloured there. Be nice to get some of them in our garden at home. Very, very unusual plants from around the world here at the Botanical Gardens. Let's just have a quick pan around. So much to look at. And right in front of us is the wishing tree. Walk around and make a wish. And there we go, walk around the wishing tree. In earlier times, people believed that certain trees contained spirits. And this is how the idea of the wishing trees and the saying, touch wood, originated. Just so much parkland around here. We'll just continue this journey around the wishing tree. And I've made my wish to come back to Australia. Now, if you're frightened of spiders, there is some huge spiders around the Botanical Gardens. Probably not a lot at this time of the year now, but we'll keep an eye out. Can see some big spiders right here. Let's flip the camera over. I don't know if you'll see them with I really like that one. Amazing. Look at the banana trees. I found you a spider. He's a golden orb. I don't know if you can see him there. He's a pretty big guy. Wow. Might give you a bit of a nip, but not a dangerous one. Look at the bamboo here. Always remember when I was in Hong Kong, they used that as scaffolding. Fabulous. Spend hours and hours just walking around the Botanical Gardens. Bamboo is among the fastest growing and most useful plants in the world. And I'm just reading a sign here. Some species die after flowering, which may not be until 60 to 120 years of age. And here's all the cockatoos. Kind of playing here. We're having a little fight. Probably having a bit of a fight, I'm guessing. Yeah, when you think about Australia, you think about the cockatoos, and I don't know how close we can get to them. They're definitely having a bit of a fight there.
What are they doing?
There's just hundreds of them around here. So this cheeky guy there's a little dig. And they've actually got cockatoos on the shoulders there, look at that. Only in Australia, eh? Nice shot of the city and the miles and miles of grass, look at that. Come and have a picnic here. That'd just be incredible, eh? I'd love to know the age of some of these trees. A Moreton Bay fig. New South Wales to Rockingham Bay, Queensland. Wow. Another incredible, huge tree. Fabulous, aren't they? Look at that, the size of the people against it. And I think you guys know where we are now. Look how the weather's changing. There's a lot of stormy clouds, but it's baking hot now. Big Royal Caribbean cruise ship in there. We're now in the hustle and bustle of Circular Quay. We're in the Rocks, the oldest part of Sydney, and right across from us there is the Fortune of War, 1828. One of the oldest pubs in Sydney. And we actually ate there last year with Phil. And there's Bridge Climb. We've just met up with Nicola. It was good to see you. Me and Glenn have climbed the bridge 30 times. We're right now in the heart of the Rocks. Some beautiful little restaurants and cafes around here. Wonderful area to come and visit. All the cobbles along here. Now to the right hand side is the G'day Cafe. Some really good memories down here. Yeah, so just down on the right. And there we go. It's now called Frank and Max.
That's where we used to
That used to be the G'day Cafe.
have the food.
That is one big ship. Look at all the balconies. It's been wonderful on sit in one of them balconies, go to a different port each day. And they're all actually queuing up to get on. I guess that sets sail tonight. Called Orient of the Seas. Most of these guys coming with cases this way, heading to the cruise ship. Everyone's just chilling, sitting down, admiring the city view. We've got a really good shot of the ship there. Quantum of the Seas. See the bridge climbers up on the bridge there. A little bit of rain coming now, believe it or not. Right then, I've swapped over to the iPhone, so I'm going to do a few shots where we can zoom in a little bit more. There's the Ozjet. Looks though them guys are having plenty of fun. Royal Caribbean International. Right then, we are leaving Circular Quay. We're heading to Manly on the fast ferry, 22 minutes. And again, we're now using the iPhone, so we can do a lot more zooming and bringing your footage pretty much like that. Or a good old wide angle shot. And that cruise ship, Royal Caribbean's got like an observation deck at the top, like a big crane. Over there you can see where we were this morning, Mr. Macquarie's chair right in the corner. And you can see that's where we walked down by the harbour this morning. A shot of Fort Denison. And we are ripping along to Manly. Very stormy clouds today, but looks pretty good on the picture. Pretty cool shot there, Fort Denison and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. All the seagulls in the water there. After the fish. Nice little sailboat. And Rushcutters Bay right in front. There's the HMAS Sydney. And another wide angle shot for you there. And right over there is the Millionaire's Row. A lot of expensive homes overlooking the fabulous skyline. And over here you can just see the seaplane coming in for a landing. And I hope you guys at home are enjoying day 2 here in Sydney as much as me and Glenn are. Weather not as good as yesterday, but it's been good. Tomorrow I believe we get the blue skies again. I like the shot there with all the bush and then the city right behind. All the bushland again as we pass by. Via the lighthouse. And we are using the 5x zoom of the iPhone, and it's just bringing fabulous video for you guys today. A nice shot there of Southhead. Of course, Northhead. Bit of a swell there as we're passing the Sydney Straits. The entrance to Jackson Cove. See all the waves crashing against Northhead there. Yeah, definitely a swell now. Loving the ride to Manly, even though it's the fast ferry. Looking back there, Northhead. And we've got a good zoom in of Northhead there. Check that little boat out, just bobbing around in the water there. Must be a wonderful experience to go boating out on the harbour. And we've now arrived in Manly. Again, loving the tree there in Manly. Just look at that, it's enormous. And there we go, made it to Manly. And there's a sign up saying dangerous currents today. There's a lot of surfers out, so we might be able to get some pretty good shots. Let's see what we can see. Look at that, wow. Guys are waiting for that perfect wave. Right, the waves are heading this way. That guy's going quite a way. And there's one big fight there with the seagulls trying to grab that guy's food. Look at all the birds following this guy here. He's after his dinner. That guy feeding the birds has just got an absolute soaking there. The water coming real quick on him. He's the bird man of Manly. Helicopter just coming in, and so he's going to do a bit of a swing over the beach there. If the camera's picking it up, but we've got a rainbow. Yeah, the rainbow seems to be getting stronger. Right, we're heading back to Circular Quay. Some pretty big waves and swells around here. And we've got the cruise ship over there. So yeah, you've got the cruise ship over there. And some pretty big swells. And you've got Glen there being blown away. Yeah, there's the cruise ship on its way out. Definitely a little bit on the bumpy side. All fun. I thought it'd be a lot windier actually, but it's not too bad. Beautiful sky tonight. Can't believe how quick the day has gone. Night time again. Coming to the end of day 2. The city is now starting to light up, and the sun gone over the Blue Mountains. Great view of the city there. Let's just zoom in with the 5x zoom. There we go, Opera House, Harbour Bridge. So that is the view of the end of another cracking day here down under. See all the lights on the buildings. Now for Tuesday night, it is busy again in the restaurant. Sydney does seem to be busy this year. Seems to have gone dark real quick tonight. Great view of the Opera House there. And it's all happening again as the night time comes. Everyone's out here having a wonderful time. A little bit breezier tonight, a little bit cooler than last night, but still very nice to be here. So just thinking to when I first come here in 1992, 33 years ago, since I saw this wonderful view. Still love it now. And I'm back at my favourite spot. And I think on the iPhone it comes out absolutely awesome, doesn't it? Look at that. Yeah, you can certainly get some fabulous shots using the iPhone. Look at that on the wide angle. Have a quick look at the ferry heading to Manly. And the lights of Kirribilli. Well, we managed to get a seat and we're going to chill out for a while here, enjoying this view. Which at the moment still dark. You can see the bridge climbers heading up the Coatanga. Good shot of the palms with the city lights behind. And yeah, the restaurants are still busy. The palms look really, really effective all lit up. Nice to have them in your garden. Alright, we're going to take the light rail back to Chinatown.
Followed by Wynyard, QVB, then 4 stops to Juniors Kingsford via Central.
It looks as though we're going to be ending the night with heavy rain. Rain's just finishing a little bit now. It was really chucking it down up there. So I hope you've enjoyed day 2 here in Sydney. We've had an absolute blast. It's been a really, really good day, and it was good to have you guys coming along. Join us tomorrow, day 3. We are still in Sydney, and we're going to bring you more spectacular sights and views and fun from this wonderful place. Thanks for watching. Of course, give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments, and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you all on a brand new day tomorrow.